So it's looking like Ubisoft might actually get acquired. Tencent and Guillemot family, I probably said it wrong again, are said to weigh buyout of Ubisoft. Wow. Gonna buy them for 10 cents? Yeah, exactly. 10 cent is there. It was an editor error. Yeah, it's not that Ubisoft is getting bought out by 10 cent. It's that they're getting bought out for 10 cents. Yeah, there was like an editorial error there somewhere. Oh man, you got him. How did this happen? Yeah, wow, Tencent's gonna be really mad. Probably sue this company for slander. That they would ever think to buy Ubisoft. Oh god, is there a source with a tweet with 10 likes? Yeah, there's a lot more information about this. It's sourced here on Bloomberg here. Tencent, this is just a random tweet that got looked at here. And let's see here. Do not sell or share my private information. Okay. So am I not able to look at this? This is annoying. Let me see how I can fix this. New private window, maybe. Chinese tech company. Yeah, this is weird. Deliberations come in fall after game developers' price share. Share price, Tencent Guillemot family hold minority stakes in French firm. Oh my god. And Ubisoft will end up being worse and even more predatory if they're bought out by Tencent. Now, I don't want to say I told you so. I really want to say I told you so. This is exactly what I said was going to happen. I did. I said this shit was going to happen word for word. It's so obvious. Yes, of course. So obviously what's going to happen is that the company is going to continue, like they're going to have some type of come to Jesus moment. And yeah. You told us? I did. They need a lot of work to put it back. Yeah, I prefer predatory over garbage that nobody likes or buys. At least it'll be good then. Yeah, because if a game is predatory, it means it has to be good enough for it to prey on you. That's a great point. And if Tencent buys Ubisoft, the company will practically be restructured and reorganized with a fraction of the staff. Absolutely, and that's what they should do. Tencent owns half of the gaming industry with Embracer Group. They're the second big dogs. People say Microsoft is a monopoly. These two companies own more than Microsoft. This might be the best possible outcome at this point. The downfall is insane. So I do think this probably will happen in one way or another. The original owners taking a company private will not solve anything. Until they're ready to reject pandering, embrace gamers, and new gameplay, and improve quality, the games will continue to fail. I think this is also true. If they focus on... If they take the company private and then they release less games, which is what I think they should do, I don't really think that's going to solve all their problems. It won't solve it. Well, you've got to remember, Tencent... I understand that a lot of people are like, oh, Tencent China. China bad. Oh, bad. Bad. Oh, don't like China. China real bad. Oh, we don't like that. No, Tencent bad. China bad. Tencent owns Riot and Grinding Gear Games. It's not in their best interest to just make bad games. Why would they do that? That's not how it works. Like, what? You think they're fucking stupid? Like, yeah, of course. And so, yeah. It has stakes in Larian? Yes, that's actually true as well. Tencent does have a stake in Larian, which made Baldur's Gate 3. I am not a Tencent disliker. I obviously, like, China has things that I disagree with, etc. Sure, but I mean, look at Black Myth Wukong. That game was really good. A lot of other games coming out of China, I'm gonna be honest, guys, are looking a lot better than the ones coming out of the US. Sorry. I think so. Yep, exactly. And so, yeah, I'm not, like, I don't give a fuck. Thank God. Thank God somebody's making games that are actually good. But anyway, Tencent owns Path of Exile. Yes, and guess who owns Path of Exile? Grinding Gear Games. That's the one that I said. And so, anyway, people are being very negative about this. I'm actually quite positive. I think this will be a good thing for Ubisoft. I think that having better management and having accountability to a company that actually knows how to run a good company and how to make good products, I think that's something that they absolutely need. And so, I really hope, something happens. I think that it is undeniable that something was going to happen. If you didn't think this was going to happen, I feel like you are fucking delusional. Like, absolutely this is going to happen. Even if it was predatory, it can be good, like Wuthering Waves and Honkai. Exactly. Tencent seems to have a hands-off approach to their investments, which is good. Yeah, they do. Like, you have to think about it, right? Tencent is like, it's like Chinese BlackRock, right? I mean, like, let's just, you know, as a parallel. Like, BlackRock has too many, like holdings to be micromanaging every single one of them. And this is true with a lot of big venture capitalist firms. Like, they don't want to micromanage you because that takes them extra time. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're not going to try to do that. So if you can just keep making them money, they're going to pretty much let you do what you want. And this isn't always the case. It's not always the case. And there can be strategic alignments that they want you to fulfill, etc. However, I just think that, you know, I think people kind of overestimate the influence of that kind of stuff. Yeah. Tencent has a developer nurturing program. They basically have the base devs at the moment in China. I don't think Tencent's trying to influence culture. I could be wrong, though. Every company is trying to influence culture. South Korean companies try to influence culture. American companies try to influence culture. European companies try to influence culture. And Chinese companies try to influence culture. That's normal. By playing a game of another culture, that is influencing you passively on its own. So, yeah, I don't really think that's a big deal. Influence culture, make you buy their product? Exactly. Soft power? Yeah, of course. I mean, that's what happens when you buy anything. So, yeah, anyway, Ubisoft, as I said... I said this... Yes! I'm so vindicated. I'm sorry. I'm so fucking vindicated. Because after sitting on people shitting on me for saying that this company was fucked, and everybody, oh no, he didn't know what he's talking about. Right here. Suck a fucking dick. I knew it. I knew it all along. This is, you know, probably what I think is going to happen. And let me read some of these. At their current market cap, Ubisoft will be attractive for their IP alone. Buy the company, lay off 2/3 of the staff, focus on the remaining teams on 1 or 2 properties, open a studio in China, and have them create games based on dormant franchises, and somehow be an improvement. Well, here's the thing. I mean, they've made flaccid, boring games for a long time. You can't do that and then expect to not have an outcome that's bad. That's just what happens with anything. Since record, they'll make Assassin's Creed mobile game and mobile MOBA version of the IP. Good. Good. You want to make a mobile Assassin's Creed game? Go ahead. Like, if they made Elden Ring mobile and it's just an auto battler that's gacha, I wouldn't care. Do you know why? Because I'm not going to play it. Why would I give a fuck? Why would I care about this? Like, they already did. Exactly, right? I don't care. I'm not going to play the game. So as long as, like, this is... I actually really like the strategy that these gacha games are doing. And you saw this with Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, and you saw it with Stellar Blade. Both of these companies are gacha game companies. And they decided, I don't know how this happened, but one day they got together and they said, what would happen if we actually made a game? And then they made a game. And they were really good. They were super fucking good. And so, yes... I have no problem. You aren't playing Ubisoft games anyway, so why care? Well, that's exactly why I would care. Because I would want the games to appeal to me, and by having a higher quality of games, it would make them appeal to me. So the fact that I'm not playing would make my opinion important. Like, I am a prospective consumer who is choosing not to consume product. And this is the reason why I'm not doing it. So of course my opinion matters. Absolutely. And also, objectively, I think that I'm right about this, too. So it doesn't even need to be personal. Stellar Blade Company went public on the market, sadly, so I'm not sure it means well. Well, we'll see what happens. How about 3 out of 3 of their staff? Yeah, I think this is what's going to happen. I think if Ubisoft gets acquired or something like that, they will probably do a dramatic restructuring. They'll probably get rid of the majority of the staff. And I think it will probably be an improvement. I think that one thing that we've learned recently with a lot of these tech companies is that they just overhire and overhire and overhire. And they just grow and grow and grow until they're too big to move. And that's what happens. So Microsoft's going to scoop them? Yeah. Fire all the writers, activists out first? I'm going to be honest. I don't think Tencent would have a single problem doing that. I don't think that they would give a fuck. They wouldn't care about that at all. So yeah, they hired the wrong people. Well, I think that a lot of these companies are just massively bloated. And they have people that are, they have basically bullshit jobs. Tech attrition is high? Yeah, I guess so. Nobody understanding the value of being lean and mean? I think Elon Musk did. And I think ever since that he cut 80% of Twitter's, I've said this before, like 50 times. When Elon Musk cut 80% of Twitter's staff and Twitter ran the same, every other fucking CEO and business owner in the entire world saw that and said, wait a minute. Everybody saw that. Ubisoft stock went up 30%. So actually, that somebody typed that. I'll look at it. Ubisoft stock. Anyway, so it went from $2.30 all the way up to $3 immediately. So why did this happen? I'll tell you why it happened. Because somebody's thinking, like, I'll tell you 100%. The reason why it happened is because people are hopeful that they will get bought out by another company like Tencent, and Tencent will set them straight. That's the reason why. Yep. Should have bought earlier. Yep, there it is. This is obviously because of the news of the Tencent acquisition. I'm like 95% sure this is why. And so, big fucking surprise. Of course this is going to happen. And again, the reason why the stock is going up is precisely because the leadership might change. That's absolutely why. Because everybody, basically everybody has agreed, seemingly, that this company is cooked. They're dog shit. And so the only thing that can get people excited about the company again is them getting bought out. And do you want to know another company this happened to as well? I think it happened to Blizzard as well when the Microsoft acquisition got announced. Someone got good intel and is buying low? Maybe. It's because if it's bought by Tencent, we'll have to pay above market value. Well, I think also it's that people think Tencent will probably do a good job, a better job, like running them than Ubisoft will do running themselves. I think that's probably the big reason. Same thing happened to Twitter when Elon Musk bought it. Yeah, and so I think this is a good thing. I hope Ubisoft does get acquired. I think that they deserve it. And there's a lot of people there that I'm going to be honest, I think probably shouldn't work in games. I think they clearly don't know what they're talking about. And that's about it, right? They're morons. Like, they made a shitty game.